All right, so I have this. All right, I don't think you can see it. It's up, flipped over. But it is grass-fed ground beef, about 80% lean and 20% fat. So it's got a little bit of grease, but that's okay. A little bit of oil. I'm using black beans. Okay, you can use any black beans you want. And I got this at BJ's. It's just organic sweet corn that I'm gonna cook up. And then I have some rice. You can use any kind of rice. This is a Brazilian rice. It's Chujuan rice, but you can use the jasmine or the Carolina, the long grain type of rice. I have some minced garlic, and also I have some olive oil. So that's pretty much what I'm going to be doing. So yeah, let's get going. Okay guys, so I'm going to put some olive oil on this pan here. Okay, I don't know, about a tablespoon or so, maybe a little more than that. Okay, let it heat up. I forgot to turn on the heat before I put the oil in, but you know, about 5 minutes. I mean, excuse me, not 5 minutes. Let it heat up for a little bit so you can then add the garlic. So add some garlic to it, but I have to let it, let it heat up a little bit. You have to turn on the heat before I added the oil. So, but that should be good. I already washed the rice, so this is good. And then I'll add some salt. So should be good. So, just waiting for this to heat up a little bit. So now that it's starting to fry a little bit, turn it down just a little bit. All right, and then I just add the rice. I washed it before, about 2 cups of rice. What I'll do is I'll fry it for about 5 minutes on medium. Depends on the stove, because every stove is different. Mine is electric and it sucks, but if it's gas, it's probably a lot better. But right now it's 5 minutes at medium. Let it, for 5 minutes. Okay. I mean, this pan is kind of small, but you can use a bigger pan if you want. Just add a little bit of salt. You can add as much salt as you want. Okay. Or no salt at all, but it does give that good taste. It's up to you how much salt you want to add. So, yeah. Let it fry for about 5 minutes, and then you'll have the hot water. It has to be hot. Okay. So make sure it does not burn. It's gonna start sticking a little bit in the bottom. Really, it's still not where it would burn. So keep an eye on it. I'm using this, but you could be using also a wooden spoon if you want to. I add a little more salt. Now I'm going to add 4 cups of water. Hot water, that is. And it's gonna kind of boil for a little bit, and then you turn it down to simmer, okay? I don't really know. I always eyeball it. Um, I really don't know how long. You just let it cook. Um, you know, let it simmer until the water is gone, really. So it goes from medium, which is a 5 for me, and see how it's starting to boil a little bit? Depends, I don't know if you can tell, but anyways. So once it starts boiling like this, I turn it down to 3 and I cover it. So, and I just watch. I watch for the water to go. It shouldn't be too long. I'll make sure to put everything in the description area, and so you know exactly how to make it. So it's pretty easy though. All right. Okay, so I just checked the rice. Look how fluffy it is. I'm going to check the bottom just to see if there's any water, and there is none, okay? It's still a little bit damp, okay, but there's no water left, but look how nice and fluffy this is, okay? It's a lot of rice, okay? 2 cups of rice, wow, okay? So I put 2 cups of rice and then 4 cups of water in here, okay? It's still on low. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the heat, close it, and remove it from the heat, okay? That's what I'm going to do. So, for the ground beef, I'm going to use some cumin, some garlic powder, onion powder, and some just salt and pepper. All right, salt and pepper. So you know, whatever seasoning you like to use. If you want to use Italian seasoning or whatever, you know, cayenne pepper, whatever is your taste. You know, it doesn't really matter. So it's a burrito bowl. It's yummy. And I'll show you how to make it. Put it together. So, all right. Hey guys. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of olive oil on the pan. Okay, not much, because the beef already has oil. I know some fat in it, so it shouldn't be too bad. Um, so it doesn't really stick to the pan. Um, so, but anyways, so I'm gonna put this in here. Just kind of get it out. There you go. Wash my hands really quick. Always important. So, anyways, you know, cook it really well. So it's nicely cooked. All right. Um, break it up really nice. Okay, so kind of continue, right, to cook. Once it's fully cooked, you start adding the seasoning. So I'll wait a little longer, kind of to let it cook a little bit, okay? Okay, so I'm gonna put some cumin. To tell you the truth, I just eyeball it, but I'll show you. I don't know, maybe a teaspoon. I usually just throw it in there, and then that's it. So, but you know, put a teaspoon of cumin. But it depends how, you know, how much you like, you know. And then I got some garlic. I just eyeball it. Okay, a little too much, but Oh my god. And then I have some onion powder. Okay, eyeball it as well. Um, whatever taste you like. Okay. Um, some ground pepper, black pepper, to your liking. And then salt, if you know, depending how much salt you like. I mean, or maybe you just don't want salt. It doesn't really matter. Okay? It's 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 your life. You do what you want with it. No one needs to do by, you know, what I'm doing here. You can add other things if you want. I was supposed to add some tomatoes. I don't, I thought I had a can of diced tomatoes. I don't think I do, but you can add diced tomatoes. You can put onions in here. The world is your oyster. You know what I mean? Just whatever you want to do. Okay, make it your own. It's gonna be delicious once it's all done. All right, awesome. Okay, so I just opened a can of beans. Okay, and I'm going to strain it and kick all the water that's in there. Okay, I don't want to use this water, but I'm gonna use it anyways. I mean, it's okay water. It's city water, so it's not bad for you. But I tend to use the other water. Um, but this is just to rinse the beans. Um, and then I'm going to just kind of warm it up. Because that's going to be mixed in the bowl, the burrito bowl, okay? And I also have um, the corn already ready for the burrito bowl, okay? Hey guys, so I have here a bowl, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to be doing a burrito bowl. So what I like to do is, and I already had made, cut up some romaine lettuce. So I put some romaine lettuce at the bottom of the bowl, you know, depending how big the bowl is. You know, this seems like a medium bowl, but you can use a bigger bowl if you want. Um, and then what I like to do is I like to add some rice to it. Okay, my rice is hot because it just got finished cooking. So if you want to wait a little bit, you can, um, but it's no big deal. So it's a little bit of rice. I'll put a little more. Then I'm gonna put a big spoonful of ground beef. A little more, doesn't matter. Um, and then I have some black beans that I cooked. Actually, I didn't cook. I, you know, I took it out of the can. Of course, you saw that. But I did cook it a little bit so it's hotter. Actually, I'm gonna take out some of the water, so it's not so much. But just a little bit if you want. It don't have to be a lot. See how nice that is. I also cooked some corn, so you get some corn there if you want. Um, some shredded cheese, whatever cheese you want. This is just cheddar cheese, mild cheddar. I'll put that on top. And if you want some guacamole or sour cream, really, I'm using a little bit of this guacamole. Um, it's really good. I get it at Aldi. They're singles, as you can see. So there's 6 of them, and they're really good. But anyway, so here it is. Here it is. This is my burrito bowl, and it is delicious. Um, I don't know how else to tell you, but I love it. So, very good. All right, guys. Well, Thank you so much for watching and having patience with me. So this is how easy it is. It's a really inexpensive meal to make, and you can modify it whatever way you want. All right, you guys take it easy. Bye bye.